Good morning, children. How are you? I hope all of you are fine. Children, what we discussed in the last class? What we discussed in the last class? Do you remember that? Have you done your homework? Have you done your homework? Yes, in the last class we have discussed about Jallianwala Bagh massacre and non-cooperation movement. What are they? Jallianwala Bagh massacre and non-cooperation movement. Did you write and study these answers? Children, did you write your homework? Yes. Can you read your EVS textbook? Can you read your EVS textbook? Okay. First one. What is Jallianwala Bagh massacre? Children, what is Jallianwala Bagh massacre? Yes. The people of Punjab organized a public meeting against arrest at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar in 1990. Once again I say, the people of Punjab organized a public meeting against the arrest at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar in 1990. Second one. Who was the British military officer who ordered the troops to open fire at Jallianwala Bagh? Who was the British military officer who troops to open fire at Who was the British military officer who ordered the troops to open fire at Jallianwala Bagh? Yes, General Dyer. Who? General Dyer. Last one. What are the features of non-cooperation movement? What are the features of non-cooperation movement? Yes. The non-cooperation movement started in 1920 by Indian National Congress. Gandhiji led by movement. It was based on the principles of non-cooperation and non-violence. Did you study these answers, children? Did you study these answers? Did you write this one? All students, you must write and study these answers. Okay?
Children, now we are going to discuss about the civil disobedience movement. Civil disobedience movement means Niyamalangana Prasthanam. Before we going to take civil disobedience movement, we must know about our Republic Day. Students, do you know which is our Republic Day? Yes, 26th January. The annual meeting of the Indian National Congress of 1929 was held at Lahore. Nehru was a president. Who was the president of annual meeting? Nehru was the president. The meeting decided to observe 26th January 1930 as the Republic Day of India. Here are one questions. Where was the annual meeting of the Indian National Congress of 1929 held? The annual meeting of the Indian National Congress of 1929 was held at Lahore. The next one. In which year was Republic celebrated first? In which year? Students, do you know? Yes, the meeting decided to observe 26th January 1930 as the Republic Day of India. And in which year was Republic celebrated first? In 1930. In 1930, the Congress started another movement against the British rule under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. It was called the Civil Disobedience Movement. Means the civil disobedience movement was associated with the Indian people and their fight for independence from the British. Once again, say, in 1930, the Congress started another movement against the British rule under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. It was called the Civil Disobedience Movement. What was called the Civil Disobedience Movement? Once again, I say, in 1930, the Congress started another movement against the British rule under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. It was called the Civil Disobedience Movement. The movement was started in 1930 by Indian National Congress. It was led by Mahatma Gandhi. The Civil Disobedience Movement was started in 1930 by Indian National Congress. The movement was led by Mahatma Gandhi. Its aim was to disobey civil laws. Its aim was to disobey means neglect or refuse to obey. Students, Civil Disobedience Movement was one of the most significant movement launched by Mahatma Gandhi in the course of India's freedom struggle. Gandhiji began the movement with the march from Sabarmati Ashram. He marched to Dandi beach along with his followers. Means, it began with the famous Dandi March of Gandhi on 12 March 1930. Gandhiji left the Sabarmati Ashram at Ahmedabad on foot with 78 other members of the ashram for Dandi, a village on the western seacoast of India. They reached Dandi on 6th April 1930. The Salt March, also known as the Salt Satyagraha, Dandi March and the Dandi Satyagraha was an act of non-violent civil disobedience in the colonial India led by Mahatma Gandhi. He made salt on Dandi beach and disobeyed the civil laws. Gandhiji made salt on Dandi beach and disobeyed the civil laws. The civil disobedience was not successful, but it prepared the people of India for great sacrifice. It was a good training for the people. It was a good training for the people, but it was not successful. Students, now I say about what are the features of civil disobedience movement. The movement was started in 1930 by the Indian National Congress. It was led by Mahatma Gandhi. It was based on the principle of disobeying civil laws. Gandhiji led a march from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi beach and disobeyed the civil laws. Do you understand what are the features of civil disobedience movement? Children, now I say about the Quit India movement. The Quit India movement. Students, do you know what is the importance of August 9? It was on 9 August 1942 that Gandhiji launched the Quit India movement. Means the Congress started a third mass movement against the British government in 1942. Gandhiji launched the movement on 9th August 1942. The main reason was the independence of India. The Quit India movement was a movement started by Mahatma Gandhi. The movement was started in a speech in Bombay. The Quit India movement, also known as the India August movement. The Quit India movement was the third mass movement started in 1942 by Congress. It was led by Mahatma Gandhi. Now I say about what does the slogan "Do or Die" mean, or who gives "Do or Die" slogan? Students, do you know who gives "Do or Die" slogan? Yes, Mahatma Gandhi gives "Do or Die." What does the slogan "Do or Die" mean? Either do something for the freedom of the country or die in the attempt. Either do something for the freedom of the country or die in the attempt means do or die is in the event of not doing, you will die. Do or die is in the event of not doing, you will die. Quit India movement was an open revolt against the British. Quit India movement was an open revolt against the British. It spread all over the country. Quit India movement spread all over the country. The movement created problems to the British government. Quit India movement created more problems to the British government. Now I say about features of Quit India movement. This was the third mass movement started in 1942 by Congress. It was led by Mahatma Gandhi. This was an open revolt against the British government. Gandhiji gave the people the call "Do or Die," or Gandhiji asked the British to quit India. Children, now we are going to discuss about India wins freedom. India wins freedom. The British government decided to grant independence to India. The British government decided to give independence to India. Students, do you know who was the real hero of Indian independence? Or who led the movement for India's freedom? Do you know answer? Yes, please answer. Yes, Mahatma Gandhi led the movement for India's freedom, or Mahatma Gandhi was the real hero of the Indian independence. The Indian independence movement was a series of activities with the ultimate aim of ending British rule in India. The movement spanned from 1857 to 1947. The first nationalistic revolutionary movement for Indian independence emerged from Bengal. The Indian independence movement began in 1857 and lasted until 1947. Before the beginning of the movement, India had never known political freedom. On June 15, 1947, the British House of Commons passed the Indian Independence Act, or Mountbatten Plan, which divided India into two dominions, India and Pakistan. In 1947, that the country got freedom from British rule. 1947 Indian Independence Act passed by the Parliament of the United Kingdom partitioned British India into two new independent dominions of India and Pakistan. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. Lord Mountbatten was last British Governor General, and C. Rajagopalachari was the first Indian Governor General. Children, Take your EVS notebook and textbook, page number 42. Write its answer. First one, write the results of the Battle of Plassey. Answer. The British East India Company fought a battle with the Nawab at Plassey in 1757. Siraj-ud-Dowla was defeated and Bengal was brought under the control of the British East India Company. Next one, list the causes of the revolt of 1857. Answer. First point, problems of land revenue. Second one, pathetic social and economic conditions. Last one, British supremacy had spread all over the India. British supremacy had spread all over India. Next one, let's do. Prepare a timeline based on the following. Students, do you know what is timeline? Timeline is a list of events in the order that they happened. Timeline is a list of events in the order that they happened. Here, prepare a timeline based on the following. They give some events and their year. Prepare a timeline by order of events and year. Prepare timeline by order of events and year. For example, 1857, Great Revolt. 1885, the Indian National Congress. 1905, Partition of Bengal. 1919, Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. 1920, the Non-Corporation Movement. 1930, the Civil Disobedience Movement. 1942, the Quit India Movement. 1947, the Indian Independence. Next one, let's match A, let's match B. This is the homework for you. Then let's identify. Locate the following places in the map of India and identify the states. Locate the following places in the map of India and identify the states. Sabarmati Ashram, Jallianwala Bagh, Kapad and Mumbai. Students, now I give some homework for you. Write in your EVS notebook and study these answers. Students, you must read your EVS textbook carefully. First one, what are the features of civil disobedience movement? Second one, from where did Gandhiji begin the march of the civil disobedience movement? Third one, who gives do or die slogan? Who gives do or die slogan? Fourth one, what are the features of Quit India movement? Who is the father of nation? Who is the father of the nation? Who is the first Prime Minister of India? Who is the first Prime Minister of India?
Next class, 4 and 5 lessons we will take revision. Next class means this Friday. Lessons 4 and 5 we will take revision. All students study well these lessons 4 and 5. Okay. Now I wind up this class. I hope you can understand this class. If you have any doubt, you can ask through WhatsApp or call. We will be back with another EVS online class. Thank you.